Hi, I'm Jo Peacock from a company called ConnectSphere, and we're specialists in IT service management. And in this session, we're looking at the third lifecycle phase of our ITIL Service Management Framework, and that is service transition. And service transition is where we take the well-designed service and the processes and the measurements and the architectures from service design. We take that service design package from service design and we now start to build and test and deploy that service and the processes into the live environment, thus ensuring that we deliver value to the business. So in order to manage that transition and manage that build, we will have a process called service transition planning and support. And it's very simply doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It plans and supports the service transition lifecycle phase, ensuring that our services are built and tested and then deployed in a controlled manner and in a repeatable manner using a methodology that is consistent, ensuring that we deliver that value to the business, ensuring that testing is undertaken and ensuring that the business is satisfied with what we deliver before we sign off that service. So one of the things we have to do is manage our assets. And we have a process, service assets and configuration management, where we ensure that all of our assets and the configuration of our IT services, what we have in our live environment and what we're currently testing and what we're currently deploying, are managed in a controlled manner, and that we have accurate information about our service assets. And that includes our software and our hardware, but also our infrastructure too, and our people and their skills, and our documentation, and where our documentation is kept, and version control. Now, our documentation is part of the information and the data that we hold within IT. And knowledge management has a purpose of ensuring that that information is accurate, that it's available when required, so that we can make informed decisions on how we deliver our services and how we can best provide that value to the business. It's about making sure that that information is available at the right time, in the right place, and importantly to the right person, so that the access is guaranteed to those that need it. Now, when we're deploying a new service, and also when we're modifying existing services that are currently available to our business, we need to manage that change. And so we have a process, change management, that will respond to the business needs for change, that allows us to implement change in a controlled manner, thus ensuring that we are still delivering value to the business. And part of managing that change is a process called change evaluation, where we will evaluate a request for change and decide whether that change will actually deliver value to the business, whether it will do what it says on the tin. Does it deliver the objective of the change? So we evaluate any change before we then move into release and deployment, where we will build that service, we will build that change, where we will then test it and release it into the live environment, again in a controlled manner, but ensuring that when we release a service to the live environment, or when we retire a service, that we are delivering value to the business by doing that. Okay? And part of release and deployment management is testing our services, and we test those services to ensure that when they are deployed with minimal disruption, that they deliver that value, and that the business realizes immediate benefits from the deployment and the release of that service. And that's service transition in a nutshell. If you'd like to know more, then please take a look at our website. It's www.connectsphere.com.